In today's video, I'm going to be doing my first mods to what once was the ugliest Honda Civic in the UK. Now you're probably asking yourself, how was that once the ugliest Honda in the UK? Now let me show you how I bought it. I saw this car in the state it was in and really wanted to give it a second life. So I spent hours sanding it down for it to have a full respray. It's hard to believe it's the same car, right? Now, it's just a standard Honda Civic. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing the first mods to it. And I can't wait. And we've got plenty of mods to fit in today's video. So let's crack on. Now make sure you got your notepad ready, because in today's video, I'm going to show you the most important first mods for your car. So the easiest and most effective first mods are stuff like sun strips, LED bulbs, new number plates, and obviously an exhaust. But I'm not responsible if your neighbours kick your mirrors off. The first mod I'm going to be doing in today's video is I'm going to be changing these rear lights, because the standard ones just look a little bit rubbish, and I'm going to be replacing them with these bad boys. And all the mods that I'm doing in today's video are very easy mods that you can do yourself, even on your driveway. That's the first light out. Now I've just got to change the bulbs over from the old lights to the new ones. Now I've just got to do the same with the boot light. And how much better do they look compared to the old ones? And with a bit of YouTube magic, they're all in. This next mod is one of the most important first mods for your car, and one of the cheapest, which we all like saving a couple of quid, you know what I'm saying? And that mod is LED number plate bulbs, and yes, you can get them from Halfords. And all you need to fit them is a screwdriver. If you're into cars, you'll know that feeling of modifying your car. There is no better feeling than making a car your own. And you can do that without breaking the bank. I mean, until you want to go fast, but yeah, that's a different story. That's bright. That's one side all done. Let's do the other side. This video isn't actually sped up. You can literally do this in 2 seconds. How much better does that look? Now there is one more mod that I've got for the back of the car, but we'll fit that later on in the video. Let me know in the comments what your favourite mod is that you've done to your own car. And yeah, I think I've got a problem. The next mod I'm doing is at the front of the car, so I've got to spin it round, which means I've got to move my dad's E36, which is an absolute beast, and I made a banger of a video on it, which I'll link at the end of this video. So the next mod we're doing to the Civic, probably one of the coolest mods we're doing in today's video, because we all love loud noises, right? For the sake of today's video, I've bought a standard airbox, because at the moment there's no airbox on this car. So I'm going to put the standard one on, show you how it should sound, and then, hang on, we're going to put this big mama on, which it should go from like, boom to BOOM! So, as you can see, that airbox is meant to be on the end of here. I'm pretty certain this is the wrong one, so I'm gonna try get it in as best as I can so you can hear what it should sound like, but I ain't making no promises. It's not in properly, but if it fits, it sits, right? Hopefully, it should sound like a standard Honda. I never thought I'd ever say that. Let's find out if it sounds any different. And also, make sure you head over to Eagle. I'll put the Instagram here and grab a Chase Your Dreams flight tag. Legends. That's how it should sound standard. Let's see how much difference this bad boy makes. This should be the easiest airbox removal ever. I say should be. Cool. Won't be needing this anymore. An induction kit is another really easy mod. Just make sure you buy the right one for your car. The blue pipe isn't going to stay. I'll change that when I put the new engine in. Time to see what it sounds like. I feel 17 again. This is something that I need all of your opinions on. Do I turbo the engine that's in it now and see how much power it can make before I put the cool engine in? Let me know in the comments. And if you've got a turbo kit for a D16, going cheap, send me a message on Instagram. The next mod is also for the front of the car, but I shouldn't really be having to do this mod if I would have done my research. Now this car came with a bumper with no plastic strips, but it was quite badly damaged, so I bought a new bumper which has the strips on it, which really make it look like a granny car. So I found the bumper that the car came with on eBay. Let's get it unwrapped. Voila! So yeah, it is literally the same bumper, just without the rub strips. I think that this is going to make the most difference to the front of this car. I think this is going to be much easier if I take the grille out. So I thought, anyway, the bolts in the grille are all completely rounded. I feel like they're a one-time use sort of thing. I mean, look at the state of them. The only way I'm going to get that out is with like a round-headed screwdriver. So I'm going to buy some more clips and come back to it. Cheers for that, Honda. So on the way to buying those clips, I got a little bit sidetracked because we're going away for my 24th birthday. It's been too long since I've been abroad. And this place is beautiful. But no matter where you go, you can't avoid the curse of the M badge. And the curse of bolt-on arches. This max power Peugeot was cool, and we saw loads of 36s. And there was old Mercs everywhere. And an EP3, well, I think it's an EP3, but the seats make me think otherwise. I've never been to a McDonald's abroad. They do loaded fries. Then we played a bit of tennis. Well, I mean, I did. Layla was just playing the guitar. Then we went in a glass bottom boat and saw some fish. Then I tried to be a fish. And on my birthday, we went over to Lanzarote to see the volcanoes. I did not think I'd be spending my 24th birthday at the top of a volcano. And on the way home, the bus broke down. Cheers. We then rented this bad boy. And the bit I've been most excited for. I used to have a go-kart as a kid, so you have no idea how excited I am for this. That's if we could find a helmet that would fit my head. Even the guy said I had a big Swede. Let's do this.
Hold my beer for a minute. I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to.
It felt so good to be back in a go-kart.
And this is just the beginning. I need a big change.
And Layla was sending it.
I need a big swing, home runs. I'll never look back. Moving on.
Now it's my turn to drive left-hand drive for the first time ever. Here goes nothing. It feels so weird changing gear with the wrong hand. Right, we're now going to go do dune buggies. I'll see you there. And let me tell you, these were sick. Man, I don't want to come home. On the way home, I've just found an absolute gold mine. Seeing the Civic has reminded me what this video is all about, so I think it's about time we got back to my Civic. But on the way home, we had our first drive-through abroad experience, but after all that fun, it's time to head back to the sunny UK. But the fun didn't stop there. See you later, mate. I mean, I suppose it did when I fell on my bum. I'm back in the UK, and I'll be lying if I said it's nice to be back. Look at the weather. I mean, I don't know what I expected, but I swear in the past 3 videos, it's involved my little brother taking a back box off a car. And this is only temporary. He has bought an exhaust for it, thank God. But until then, meet banger racer Bailey. He got fed up of driving a standard car, and he thought it was a good idea to take the back box off. Give us a red line. And this is the first mod that you probably should avoid.
Yeah, baby.
Just buy an exhaust, trust me.
High quality LED bulbs, that's how we play here.
You owe me actually a McDonald's while I do this, shouldn't it?
See, I told you, they are literally one of the best first mods you can do to your car.
Yeah, sick. Was it? Oh, the Civic build coming in. Don't put that in, don't put that in. I beg you to put that in.
let's pick up from where we left off. So I'm taking this grill off because I've got a new one to try to see which one I prefer. That's out. That's all clipped in, well, as best as we're going to get it with bits missing out of it. If I do decide that I prefer this grill, I'm going to buy another one. This was for test purposes only.
I didn't touch it.
The new bumper's on and it looks so much better without the rub strips, but it's still missing something. And that's where this bad boy comes into play. Because without a splitter, the front end just looks a bit boring. So let's get the splitter on and see how much better it looks. We could get it to sit flush on one side, but then the other side was about 2 inches out.
I'm close, but I'm not on.
And as always, cheap parts fit rubbish. And I've never had to make a splitter fit before, so I'm gonna do a little bit of research and come back to it, because if not, this splitter is going to end up in 100 pieces. So what I've decided is I'm going to self-tapper it one side, so at least it's held up so I can mess around with the other side. And after speaking to quite a few people that have done this before, they told me to heat it up and stretch it round, which gave me that extra bit I needed to get it on. And there we are. That looks so much better with a splitter. The next thing I'm going to be changing are those mirrors for these bad boys. This ain't coming off without a fight. And that's 1-0 to me. Just 3 screws and 1 connector and the mirror's off. Well, I suppose that's 1-1. That ain't good. All of you are probably sat there thinking, well, Nathan, they're not the right colour. Don't worry, in the next video or two, I'm going to be getting everything painted. I just wanted to put it on to see if I actually liked it. And I can't lie, so far it looks so good. Do you remember earlier on in the video, I told you all there's a mod for the back of the car, which we're coming back to? Well, all I'm going to say is, spoiler alert. I got this bad boy. So it's time to drill some holes in my freshly smoothed boot. Sorry, Joe. Here goes nothing. This better look good. So first things first, I'm gonna put some tape on the boot, so when I drill it, it'll be a cleaner cut, and I can use it to draw on to give us the measurements for where the hole's gotta be. So we drew a mark on each side and measured the gap to make sure it's the same. Then Cass showed me this useful trick where you put paint on the bolt holes, and then when you drop it onto the car, it will leave a mark on the tape, so you know exactly where to drill the holes. So we drop the wing on to get the marks on the tape. I have never fitted a spoiler before, so here goes nothing. Now the wing looks so good, but I have never been so undecided about something in my life. And before I drill holes in a freshly smoothed boot, I need to make sure I'm definitely making the right decision. I really don't know. It looks so good with a wing, but it also looks so good without one. So I'm gonna leave this to you guys. I'm gonna leave a comment underneath saying with the wing or without, and whichever gets the most likes is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna let you guys decide the fate of the Civic. Now, if you're new to the channel, I've been keeping track on how much this whole build has cost me so far. And I've been doing it on this chalkboard, which looks rubbish. So I think it's time for a bit of an upgrade. After some questionable DIY, it's on the wall. So what I'm gonna do, before I had all the small bits, so I had like badge on there, number plates. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of those, because if not, this list is gonna be way too big, and I'm gonna stick to the bigger stuff. So the front and rear bumper and splitter all together was 120 for the front bumper, 100 for the rear, and 85 for the splitter. If you want any of the links for these parts, just chuck me a message on Instagram. I'll put it here and I'll give it to you. So all in all, what's that? 305 quid for both bumpers and the splitter. The rear lights were 100 quid. The spoiler was 60 quid. Last but not least, the mirrors, they were 50 quid. But I had to give him my standard mirrors as well. So yeah, 50 quid plus my mirrors. I think by the time I'm done with this car, I'm going to need a bigger whiteboard. At the start of this video, this car was just a bog standard Civic. And now it looks so much better. With the new front bumper, splitter and grille, with the new rear lights and potential spoiler, the new mirrors. But this is only the start for this build. It looks so much better, but it sits like an absolute monster truck. So in the next video, I'm going to be fitting coilovers and a new set of wheels. So make sure you turn on the bell notification so you don't miss that video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you let me know in the comments if you think I should run this with a wing or without, and what you think of the new mods. And make sure you smash the subscribe button. You're all legends. Peace.